What antique airplane did we rip these seats from?
Is this from Eastern or Pan Am?
I feel dirty already. It's Lives Travel Week, and here with some great advice on staying healthy during your next trip. Please welcome the author of Self-Care Solution, ABC News Chief Medical Correspondent, Dr. Jennifer Ashton. I'm just going to assume my middle seat position.
Right. Could you imagine if I fell asleep on you and started drooling? That would not be good for germs.
So my mom's watching at the airport right now, and I was asking her, did she see people with masks on? And she said not yet. But
She will.
Should we be traveling with masks?
All right, so listen.
Yes.
This is all the rage now, largely because of the coronavirus outbreak, right?
Yes,
I know
yes.
this is going to sound counterintuitive, but let me tell you what the science says. These surgical masks are not for healthy people to protect her, your mom, Ryan mom listening.
Connie,
from getting sick. These we use on sick people to prevent them from infecting others. Now, on footage, I've seen people talking about protecting themselves like this.
oh, but you're not covering the right.
Yeah, that doesn't really work.
Yeah.
Okay?
I want to cover my eye holes. I want to cover everything.
So, listen, if you happen to be seated next to someone who's coughing and sneezing and spewing and being rude.
Always. I'm always seated next to the coughing person.
Then this might be good if you have a clean one to take out and just kindly say,
Oh, kindly put this on. Yes.
Now, what about-
That'll go over really well.
exactly.
We also sit down and always wash down with the sanitizer. We wash
All right,
down
now
ours.
listen. I'm not going to tell you there's CDC guidelines on this, but if you are flying next to Dr. Jennifer Ashton, you will see me get in my seat, which has been used by roughly 4 to 5 people a day, and wipe down everything, including the air ducts, everything you're touching, okay? Studies have shown those tray tops contain 12 times more bacteria than the average toilet seat. Ew. Okay, now
gross.
not necessarily.
And I think that's a low estimate, by the way.
Okay, so anything you touch, there's nothing wrong with just wiping down.
So if you come in a mask,
it all
that
down.
means, based on what you say, that you are sick. Try not to infect us.
Which would be a nice thing to do.
Are we allowed to say, hey, can we move? Because that person's got a mask on and they might be
I mean,
sick.
sadly, no.
No.
But again, if you have a fever,
But Kelly, what would you do?
you would be like,
I don't know if any of you have ever been on an airplane with me, but I ball into, you know,
But we'll be giving away a
insect
trip
that-
soon.
You know the insect that turns into a ball?
Yes.
The roly-poly insect?
that.
I turn into a ball on an airplane. I really do.
I mean, that's appropriate. But listen, I think if you have a fever, you should do the right thing, man up, woman up, don't fly.
What's the best website to check for
So if
tips
you're
and things
going
like
away,
that?
you can go to the CDC, put in where you're going. They can give you an idea of what types of infectious diseases, if any, are circulating in that area. Another good idea is just call the hotel and say, what's going on there? Do you have a doctor or healthcare provider on call in case I get sick? Or you can call me.
Hey, Kelly.
Wash your hands. And how about this? Wash your hands. Wash your hands.
Yes.
Wash.
Why don't
your
we
hands.
recline and see what happens?
Yeah, come on.
When we come back, Dr. Jen will give us the latest on the coronavirus. Look at that. No problem. Okay, back with Dr. Jen. So,
More fun. We're talking about cruising.
Yes.
And I don't mean cruising like driving your car past hot people. I mean cruising on a ship. And norovirus and viruses in general seem to spread on ships.
Correct.
And in contained areas.
And
right?
that is the dreaded virus on a cruise ship because it's so highly contagious. Now, here is the most important thing people need to know. That norovirus can only be killed with soap and water. The alcohol-based hand sanitizers, while they're better than nothing, they don't penetrate that outer viral particle. I checked this with Dr. Gelman earlier. He knows, he really, you don't need a doctor on. You can just, he was on point with all of his info.
Just so
and
you
he
know,
knew
Dr. Gelman diagnosed my 3rd pregnancy as the flu, so.
Okay, all right.
So he chose a different practice of
That's
medicine.
true. That's true.
What is the latest on the coronavirus? We're seeing it in the news every day.
Yeah, and you know, we've been on top of it. Literally, it's still a dynamic and evolving situation. I think it's really important when people hear these numbers, understand that what's going on in China is not what's going on here. Thank goodness, okay? We have a handful of cases. They have tens of thousands of cases and probably more than 500,000 infected that they can't even test yet. The biggest risk here is influenza. And we say that all the time. It has a poor kind of PR stance because people think it's just a cold. Flu kills people.
Yeah.
So for here, be more worried about seasonal influenza. And again, our response to coronavirus has been very aggressive and so far successful.
What a great flight with you two. Thank you for this wonderful. We're almost there.
Welcome to Horror Air.
You get some snacks.
Horror Air, yes, snacks. All the snacks you want. All the Pedialyte pops you want. The self-care solution, now available everywhere. Books are sold. Dr. Jennifer Ashton, everybody.